Hello everyone, my affiliation is Brenda and today I am going to initiate this debate and our topic is should homework be given in the schools or not, and I favor that homework should not be given in the school. Why is it so? Because in my opinion, like as we see that in the schools students are going and they have 8 subjects in the schools, so at that time they face many problems. Every teacher, they if they give homework to the students, they obviously face problem because they just copy that homework from one another, and sometimes they also copy from Google and all, and that is the reason they are not learning, even they are just wasting their time by completing their notebooks for checking. So that is why in my opinion homework should not be given in the school, so that they can more focus on their studies, they can learn in that time, and they can upgrade their skills instead of just imitating in their notebooks. They are not, they just imitate the things from the in the notebook, and that is the reason they are just wasting their time. And even they sometimes they don't have time to do physical activities because of these things. So that is the reason homework should not be given in the school.
Hello everyone, good evening. I favor that homework should not be given in this should homework given in the school, because it is compulsory for students, because if they don't get homework, they waste their time in playing games and using mobile phones. Homework is also important for students, because if they have capacity to write, and if they have capacity to learn something, as you said that they don't study on their selves, they copy their homeworks from other students. It is also correct, but some students at least they complete their homework by own, and they have to write uh, with the help of homework. They get their handwriting good, and they learn new things
to
also.
interrupt you here. I don't think so, because of just copying or just imitating the things, they improve their handwriting. Those work, but like the improving the handwriting, those work they are done in their childhood when they are in the when they are in the growing age. At that time, they do the same. They are just improving their handwriting. But in my opinion, when they are learning at that time, they need to focus on their study instead of focusing on their handwriting.
But
And
if the teachers will not give them homework, so how they can study at home? Thus, the homework is important, because uh, they play more if they don't have homework.
Sorry to interrupt, but in my opinion, it is a myth that because of homework, students are studying. They are just writing. They are not studying while doing homework. They are just writing their work, because
But
if they
while
don't
writing,
know,
they
sorry
are
to may I complete my
okay.
point? So if they don't know how to do the homework, and if they don't know what exactly they do in their homework, so what they are writing, they are just writing by just seeing from one another and from like from Google and all. They are just doing that when they are at home. Because in my opinion, if teacher are teaching in the school, at that time students are learning, and if they practice that work which are taught in the school, if they if they practice that work in their home, that is more useful for them. Not like what exactly in the schools are going on. The students are doing home, the teachers are just doing 1 or 2 questions in the school, and after that the rest of the questions are for the homework for the students, and they are not easy for the student to write those questions. They are not doing practice, they are actually copying that the answers of that question just to get the check of their answers.
But not every student do like as you say.
They are doing this. That is the reason also nowadays tuitions are more prevalent in our society. The reason behind that is students don't know about the things. They are just imitating the things, and that is the reason they are going to the tuitions and they are learning other things from the tuition. They are not learning those things from their school. If they are learning those things from their school, in my opinion, there is no need to tuition for the students. So that is the reason homework should not be given, so that they can learn, they can practice those things which are taught by the teachers. They can practice those things in their leisure time in their home, and apart from it, they can do their physical activities so that they can improve themselves, because it is more important to improve our skills, to do practice for the things, not to just imitating the things while completing our notebooks and all.
homework is also important for student, because if they don't do homework, they freely play games, and they use they always take it for granted. And in schools it is compulsory, because teachers have to check the homework, and teachers have to check the how is student doing in his
Here,
home. Or
Here, I would like to ask one question from you. As you have mentioned that teachers are checking homework, teachers are just checking homework.
but
Is
they
there
are
any teacher
rectifying the
who
mistakes
is
also.
there any teacher who also asks the student from how did you that how did you do that question, and never the teacher never asks from the student. So how do they know that the students they are learning, they are practicing by their own, or by doing or by imitating from others? Even teachers don't know about those
If
things because
if
they
a
are just checking the notebooks.
if a student do homework by themselves, it is different from the copying, because in Google there is step by step, and not every student do like Google. So if a student do their homework by themselves, so it is clearly different from the Google answers.
I don't want to go personal, but here in the even I also teach students, and the other things are there. Like in the schools also, when I was in the school at that time also, what exactly happened? If we write the wrong answer, even then the teacher just check those answers.
Not
Even if they
every
don't
teacher
see the properly,
check
they
like
don't
this.
see properly. Not every, but some teachers check. So what is the use of doing homework for that? There is no need to, like, they are just what exactly going on in the school. Students are just copying from one another, and teacher just checking their answers by closing their eyes. They are even not seeing properly what exactly the students are doing in their notebook. So there is no use of it to just writing the things in the notebook. They are just filling their notebook, and they are just also they are just
At least
wasting the money
they
of
are
their parents
making
as
the
well.
notes
But they are not
by.
studying from those notes. So what is the use of making those notes?
But in exam time they study from their notebook, so that is why important.
I don't think so. They study from those notes which they exactly made by just imitating. They study from the things like what they learn in their tuition, what they learn in their school. Exactly, they are studying from that, not
But
from the
once they
things from
open
their.
their notebook for checking the method and for checking the work they have done.
I don't think so that they are checking the work from their school notebooks. Never, it never happened. Like because when they study for the examination
Not
purpose,
every student go to tuition.
in today's world, I think
No,
everyone is preferred to go into tuition because even in the homes also the students have many more facilities, many more amenities they have, and that is the reason also they are just focusing on those things. They are just wasting their time on those things, and that is the reason also they are going in the tuition and they are learning from there. And in the schools also those things are going on. Teacher nowadays also what exactly they do? They send the work on the Google groups, the WhatsApp group. They are sending the work, and students are also just writing those work in their homes. They are just wasting their time while writing those work. They are not learning from those things. And it sometimes in the school, if the notes are given by the teachers, those are also spoon feeding is going on. Nothing the students the here what exactly is going on? Students are not focusing on their studies. They are just focusing on the other thing. The reason behind that is because they don't, if they have time at that time, they are doing their homework, they are completing their homework for the studies. Even if the parents are also saying to do your work, they are just doing their school work, and they're just writing the homework and all. And sometimes they have also excuse that to we are completing, we have lots of schoolwork, we don't have time for the self study. So what is the use of it if they are just wasting their time in the homework?